Good morning, dear students. Welcome to today's GST class. As in the last class, we discussed with the related to the services, the GST payable and calculation of GST payable for the services. We finished with product and we have started with the services. As I told in the last class, when it comes with the services, anything which is related to education, a workshop, and it can be the programs, seminars, all these are exempted from payment of tax until and unless if it is private. And then when it comes with the agricultural products, again agricultural services, again it is exempted, and regarding to recognized organization or institution, it is exempted, right? And when it comes with the government or any local authority, central government, it is exempted, but unless it comes with the goods and passengers, carrying goods and passengers, those things are charged. So let us continue with the same concept. So today's I will discuss with you another next problem. The Ashoka Hotel Group of companies provided the following services within the state of Kerala. Within the state of Kerala, remember the place, from its various establishment. See, and very clearly it is given within the state of Kerala. Means within the state of Kerala means all the information is related to Kerala only. When it comes within the state of Kerala, we need to calculate CGST and SGST. Compute the amount of GST payable for the month of November 2019. Supply of food or drink in restaurant not having facilities in air conditioning at 12% GST. So here 30,000, 12% GST. See, it is a restaurant means it is chargeable. When it comes with a restaurant, obviously it is chargeable for the services whatever they rent and for the food and drink what they provide. Whether they have facilities of AC or not, they go for charging GST for it. And 30,000 into 12% GST they have given. And whatever the amount you get, you have to equally divide for both CGST and SGST. So it is taxable. Next, supply of food or drink in restaurant in having license to serve liquor. This is something similar to the yesterday's problem. So again it is chargeable, 90,000 into 18%. Again that has to be divided for both CGST and SGST. Supply of food or drink in outdoor catering, obviously it is chargeable, 1,50,000, 18%. Renting of hotel rooms, it is chargeable at 18% GST, 2,25,000. Supply of food or drink in air conditioned restaurant in 5-star or above rated hotel, obviously it is the same. So in the same way as yesterday we discussed, in the same way you need to go for calculating. See, here I have showed you the answer. First for both CGST and SGST, and all are related to the taxable transactions only. As I have told, within the Kerala. Within the Kerala means it is intra-state. CGST and SGST has to be calculated. At last, GST payable 65,550 for CGST, 65,550 for SGST. Nan helidange, still if it is required, neevili total GST payable is equals to CGST plus SGST anta heli hakkobodu. So you can just do this way, right? That is total GST payable is equals to CGST, one second. So here it is CGST plus SGST, right? So adralli again when it come with that, how much is the CGST here? So we have 65,550 plus 65,550. Okay, so when it comes with that, so again the total GST payable will be very really total GST you can write like this, total GST payable is equals to 1,31,100. So ee riti you can show at the ultimate. So idu bari GST payable agutte, idu total GST payable, CGST plus SGST. So he has to pay total GST is 1,31,100. Okay, so ee riti 1,50,000 into 18% divided by 5 athava 1,50,000 into 6% each. In that how you can go for showing the calculation. Hope people are clear. And next, let us go with the next problem. check out with the third problem. So when it comes with the third problem, a transport company, a transport agency registered in Karnataka provided the following services for the month of July 2020. Compute the amount of GST payable for the month of July 2020. Now let us see the transaction. This particular problem I am not going to solve. I want you all only to solve. I'll analyze the each and every transaction. Look at the problem there. Transport of passenger by air condition contract or stage carrier, and the rate of GST applicable is 5%. Passenger by air condition contract. Air antakshna it is by airways. Okay na, nenpitkolli. By air conditioning alla, air condition contract anta, that is by airways. Obviously it is chargeable, it is taxable. 63,000 into 5%, again it has to be divided to CGST and SGST. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So again it is CGST and SGST. So you have to divide 63,000 into 5%. That amount you have to divide for both CGST and SGST. ಅಥವಾ 63,000 into 2.5% each. Again this transaction is taxable. Transport of passengers by radio taxi roadways. Obviously it is passenger or goods, it is taxable. 20,000 into 5 divided by 2. And next, transport of passenger by air in economy class. Whether it is a business class or economy class, airways means it is taxable. So this again, this is taxable. Transport of passenger by air other than economy class at 12%, rupees 60,000. Yes, it is chargeable. As I told, whether business class, economy class, anything for that matter, it is taxable in nature. Next, services provided to a foreign tourist in relation to a tour conducted wholly outside India, which is exempt from GST. It is very clear when it is giving us exempt from GST, this is not taxable, it is exempted from GST. ಆ ಕಾಲಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ತರ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಬರೆಯೋ ಬದಲು exempted ಅಂತ ಬರೀರಿ. Clear? Don't get confused. So I have underlined, that means it is exempted. Very clearly they have given. So this particular transaction is exempted from payment of tax. And the answer you will be getting 8,675 each. That is CGST 8,675, SGST 8,675. I want you all only to solve this particular problem. ಏನಿಲ್ಲ, ಈ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಎಕ್ಸೆಂಪ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಕಾಲಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ exempted ಅಂತ ಬರೀರಿ. Okay, so that is clear with that. Next we'll go with the another problem. Now the following are the services provided by a cargo industry which is registered in the state of Mumbai in the month of August 2019. Compute the amount of GST payable. So Mumbai antane kottidare, bere ಯಾವ places ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ. So it is within the Mumbai. So within the Mumbai ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ intra-state CGST ಮತ್ತೆ SGST calculate ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. Transport of goods by rail. Yes, it is taxable. 3 lakh into 5%. Transport of goods in a vessel. Vessel is nothing but the waterways, ship, dock ಅಂತ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಅಥವಾ other terms, couple, right? So it is waterways, again it is taxable. Transport of goods in a container by rail, railways, it is taxable, 1 lakh. Transport of courier, rupees 20,000. Obviously courier gu charges irutte, it is taxable. Now you have to tell me, when we say like it is transport of courier ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದೀವಿ, transport of courier, when it comes with the courier, they have given you the amount. Okay na, transport of courier rupees 20,000. They have not given the percentage. When the percentage is not mentioned, don't assume that it is exempted. It is not exempted. Clear? Percentage ಕೊಡ್ಲಿ ಕೊಡ್ದಿರಾ ಇಲ್ಲಿ, you have to be very clear whether it is taxable or not ಅಂತ ಅನಲೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದರೆ, ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಕೊರಿಯರ್ rupees 20,000. 20,000 it is taxable, but how much percentage they have not given. When the percentage of the tax rate, if it is not given, we have to assume the standard rate 18%, whether it can be for goods or whether it can be for services. Standard rate will be 18%. That 18% you need to consider for this particular transaction. It is taxable. 20,000 into 18%, again divided by 2. You will be getting some 1,800 each. And transport of agricultural products by rail. See, the services related to agricultural products are exempted. Getting my point? Illi services, transport of agricultural products, adakke services ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ. Okay na, so it is exempted. But this type of agricultural products, processed agricultural products and kottidre, it is taxable. They have mentioned only agricultural products. Only for the agricultural products it is exempted from payment of tax. Please be very clear with that. ಒಂದೊಂದು ವರ್ಡ್ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಏನೇನು ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದೇ ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಪ್ಯಾಕ್ಡ್, ಪ್ರೋಸೆಸ್ಡ್, ಟೇಕನ್ ಟು ಅ ರಿಟೈಲರ್, ಟೇಕನ್ ಟು ಅ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಹಂಗೇನಾದ್ರೂ ಬಂದಿದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ವುಡ್ ಹಾವ್ ಬಿನ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಬಲ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೀ ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸೆಂಪ್ಟೆಡ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ GST. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ಆ ಒಂದು ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಕಾಲಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಕಾಲಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸೆಂಪ್ಟೆಡ್ ಅಂತ ಬರೀ. Only 4 out of 5 only rail taxable, by vessel taxable, container taxable, courier also taxable, agricultural products exempted. ಅದ್ ಬರೆದು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನೋಟ್ ಬಿಡ್ರಿ ಈ ತರ. Services provided in relation to the agricultural activities are exempted as per GST law. Services which are not specified with tax rate should be considered and taxable at standard rate of 18%. ಈ ತರ ನೋಟ್ ಬಿಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. Clear with that? I hope all these are much simpler. All this problem you will be getting for 6 marks. Now let us check with another problem. That is with your 5th problem. Okay. An advertising media, that is service provided registered in Andaman and Nicobar Island, which is Union Territory, as provided the following services. Compute the amount of GST payable. ಅಂಡಮಾನ್ ನಿಕೋಬಾರ್ ನಮಗೆ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಯೂನಿಯನ್ ಟೆರಿಟರಿ. UTGST ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೆಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಅಡ್ವರ್ಟೈಸಿಂಗ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೆಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಅಡ್ವರ್ಟೈಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ ಪ್ರಿಂಟ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ. So it is related to the advertising, printing, all printing services, it is taxable in nature. Okay, selling of space for advertising in print ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಡ್ವರ್ಟೈಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಪ್ರಿಂಟ್ ಮಾಡುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಒಂದು ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಲೈಕ್ ಈ ಒಂದು ನೀವೇನಾದ್ರು ಅಡ್ವರ್ಟೈಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಪೇಪರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಒಂದು ಕಾಲಮ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಇಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಟು ಯುವರ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಆರ್ ಇಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಟು ಆರ್ಬಿಚರ್, ಎನಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಟರ್. ನಮ್ಮ ಪೇಪರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಏರಿಯಾ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ, ನೀವು ಅಡ್ವರ್ಟೈಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು ಅಂತ. ಫಾರ್ ದಟ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಗೋ ಫಾರ್ ಚಾರ್ಜಿಂಗ್, ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಪೇ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ದೇರ್. So selling of space for advertisement in print media at 5% GST. Yes, it is taxable in nature. Service by way of job work in relating to printing of newspaper. Yes, it is taxable. Printing and all, it is taxable in nature. Service provided to designing idella, printing alla, it is a very big field, it is taxable. Services provided to the union nation for creating awareness about health and hygiene in India. See, anything which is related to United Nations or RBI, foreign diplomatic mission, I have told, recognized organizations idre, it is exempted from payment of tax. And that too they are doing for the creating awareness regarding health. Right? So it is exempted. For this we don't go for charging. Advertising taxable, job work taxable, United Nations, it is exempted. Services provided to France in related to agricultural activity, it is exempted. Service provided to an event management company for creation of banners and brochures, obviously it is chargeable. Getting my point? Oh, I think the amount is yeah, here it is repeated, my dear. See, it's same point here, it is repeated, don't get confused. Services provided to an event management company for creation of banners and brochures, 30,000. Idu repeat agide, confuse ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಡಿ. It is chargeable. Nowadays the event management itself has become a business, separate entity tara, it's growing, actually very trendy in the market. So it is growing, it is a separate field. So people are charging tax for that also, as it is separate area of doing business. People are getting income and they have to show the charges. Illen ಮಾಡಿ CGST and SGST ಹಾಕ್ಬೇಡಿ, because union territory, Andaman Nicobar union territory ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ they go for sharing with state and union territory. CGST and UTGST, Union Territory Goods and Services Tax. Clear? So you have to take 2 column. So here it has to be UTGST. CGST and UTGST, it will be 25,200 each. Okay? The good and note bidi, the goods and services supplied from a registered dealer in an union territory is liable for UTGST anta. Yak UTGST ತಗೊಂತಾ ಇದೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ನೋಟು. Services provided to United Nations or to a specified international organization are exempted as per the GST law. That's all. It's very clear. Okay? I hope you have understood with this. There is no confusions. Please be very clear and you can solve this problem. All these are simple problems. Okay? So with this I'll wind up today's class. Next we'll continue with the other problems. See, advertisement, printing media, everything is chargeable. There is no uncharged tax illa antala enu illa. Everything is chargeable in nature. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ, agricultural activity United Nations ಮಾತ್ರ exempt ಆಗಿದೆ. In another 3 transactions are chargeable, and you have to leave a note. With this I'll wind up today's class. I'll meet you all in the next class with a 14 marks problem and more problems related to these services. Okay, thank you, have a nice day.